Fable 2 is yet another overrated game that's come out in 2008. It focuses too much on the side quests, not enough on having fun in the main quest, with shallow games and jobs and things that you can purchase that really don't matter and most people don't want to deal with in a video game. We'll go through that here in the review. In this Fable 2, you can be either a girl or a guy. It's a little different from the first one. It's a really beautiful landscape they set up. Either outdoors here, going with your dog through up and down the hills, or indoors, the ambiance, the lighting, the torches, all nice little touches. The lighting really sets off the really dark areas from the light areas. Sets you in the mood well. The city itself, there's a lot of things to do, bridges, rivers, people. It's well populated, variety of things to do. It's nice to have a glowing trail to let you know where to go next. You'll never get lost. You interact with people, either being positive or negative. As you can see, as over their head, they gain different opinions of you, and they'll react differently with you over time. A big part of Fable 2 is making decisions. Will you be good or will you be bad? But it doesn't have a huge impact on the game itself. It's just appearance and how people react to you. It doesn't have a huge effect on the ultimate outcome of the game. Another part of Fable 2 is gaining renown to be famous and gain later parts in the game. Here I have a bard singing about my exploits. As I said earlier, your decisions just change your appearance and your complexion. You gain horns. I've also gotten fatter because I've decided to eat meat as opposed to vegetables. Not a real big impact on the game itself though. There are quite a few skills in the game, either with combat, with the sword, and how much damage you do or your toughness, firearms, how much damage you do or if you can zoom in, snipe, and your spells, but none of them are really that different with the spells. There's a lot of them, but it's lightning, it's fire, it's daggers, but it's all just direct damage. There's a lot of jobs you can get, but they're all very boring. You can see here I'm just matching up when I press a button. Might as well be kicking a field goal in Madden. It's the same thing. Or serving beer. How long I've held on a button to serve beer over and over and over and over again. Very boring. They also focus a lot of attention on the games. Here we have a variant of craps. It's intricate, but do you really want to spend a lot of time with this just to make a few extra bucks? Or would you rather be an actual gameplay making money? I'd prefer the latter, and I think most people would agree. Another game they have is Mimic Slots. You're just matching basic shapes, trying random chance. Really not that interesting as far as gameplay. Cards game they developed. It's unique, but do you really care? This isn't gameplay. It doesn't really, not innovative or at all. Your dog can attract you to a variety of different things, such as treasure. Follow him over, find a secret, and hey, you got a few extra bucks to go spend on things. You can also purchase properties in town, raise the prices then if you want to be corrupt, lower them if you want to be a good guy, but it's very simple, that's it. And there's not that interesting, it doesn't add that much to the gameplay itself, just a distraction. And the core of the game, the campaign and gameplay, here you're just button mashing, basic button mashing over and over again. You might get a different weapon, have different skills for combos, but you're just mashing buttons. Not that interesting. Later you fight with companions at certain points and you use your magic. Here I have Raised Dead and I'm also using daggers on the enemies, and you can switch to a little closer third person if you get the ability to shoot with better power with the guns. So you have variety, hack and slash, magic, and there's a few different kinds of enemies. They look different, but they're really not that hard or unique. Here the Banshee. You attack her minions and you can kill her. Not that big a deal. A few times you have some larger guys to attack. A little more interesting, they have weak points. The troll here, you have to shoot the glowing orbs on him. Constantly move because he's got some constant more damage that he causes. Overall, Fable 2 focuses too much on the side quests, the jobs, getting married, and not enough on keeping the actual main campaign, its combat, and its spells unique and interesting throughout the entire campaign. We expect more here at Powered Up Gamers, and we think you do too.